I think it's time that we talk about the elephant in the room. I think you know what I was gonna talk about. UFC 308 has just wrapped up. Max Holloway versus Ilia Topuria, the main event. Co-main Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev, and then I know why you're cringing.
Yeah, it was bad.
Fucking same. We're gonna get into it. I need to start off with a little bit of a rant. I work nights. Okay, this shit is dumb because the prelims started at 7. I get off at 6:30. Okay, fine. What sucks is this is a stacked card, and I didn't get to enjoy the goddamn prelims because I was like, I need some sleep.
Prelims were fire, by the way. I was like, man, I knew he was asleep. I was like, bro, this fight,
I know.
War.
He was texting me as I was asleep because I woke up and I saw the texts.
I was like, dude, this fight was a war. I was like, well, because it was on ESPN on YouTube. They live stream, so you could go back and watch that actually for free.
I think I'm going to.
Dude, they were just swinging leather out. Dude, this dude's eye was closed. And they're like, how many fingers? And he's showing it to the other eye, the eye that's not bothered. He's like, 2. He's like, he's good to go. I was like, yes! And they were just throwing leather, bro. It was sick.
Man.
It was a war. It was like out of nowhere.
But still, I should not have to stay up after my fucking shift. First of all, I can honestly say I love combat sports, but the cards, there have been like maybe 5 so far this year that I think have been bangers. That doesn't make any sense.
This is the best card of the year. In terms of stacked, it was best card.
Really? I still
think
think 300.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
300,
Never mind. My
300
bad.
or,
That did happen
or
this year.
298.
It feels like it just happened a long time ago. I don't know why. It did happen.
It felt,
You're right.
you know.
You're right.
Yeah, that's just me personally.
Well, one of the most stacked cards, top 3 at least.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like I can count on one hand. I'm pretty sure how many stacked cards that we were like, we have to see this card.
Mm-hmm.
But still, man, it's just, why do I have to stay up after work? It's ridiculous. Saudi time.
I 100% agree with you, bro.
It's fucking hate it. Just please bring fire cards to the U.S. in just normal time, please.
Well, and it's not just that, but it's like always when they go to Saudi Arabia, it's always a good card, like always, and it's just like, bro, what the? It's just like, what the fuck? Why
I feel
are you
like that crack addict in the Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, you got some more crack, but I'm like, you got some more cards, like good cards for the, like, no, apparently none for the
No.
U.S., dude.
They're like, we're gonna put Alex on there, and then one other name, and that's it. We're relying on that. You know what I mean?
God,
Like
dude.
that's like the vibe that we've gotten for the UFC.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Should we just talk about
yeah, we should talk about. Did you do the co-main?
Cobain?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, dude. Khamzat. I honestly thought that he was gonna lose. His vibe and his aura was. I know.
It was
I'm
off.
not some sort of body expert. I'm gonna pretend to be though. But you felt like it was off too.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
He was just like, he looked like some fucking librarian, you know, just with his glasses and his turtleneck, and he's just like, yes, brother.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But see, and a lot of people were saying like, oh, he's had a kid now, and I
He did?
Yeah, he had a kid now, and they're
Oh.
like, this is why he's changed, and I was like, I can see that because he changed after he had a kid, so I was like, I get it. But when it comes to fighting, though, it can be a certain, because like you said, you need like that
Killer instinct.
not just like, yeah, you need that killer instinct, but like that momentum, and like I feel like he was someone where it's like you kind of fear him a little bit. You're like, oh man, if I get in a fight with him, that's a scrap. Like he's giving it his all.
Tough.
He's trying to get you out of the first round. He doesn't want to go to the second round. He wants to get back home to his kid. Like that's the type of vibe you get from him, and like you said, going into it, like the whole press conference and everything, you just felt like it was a little off. So you're like, okay, this might be a slower paced fight.
Yeah.
No, he just went straight for it.
Dude, when that man shoots, it just feels like a guaranteed takedown.
Yeah.
It's insane. I haven't seen someone with like this. Islam, obviously.
But he makes Khabib look like a nobody.
Dude,
Like just the way that he's able to get a
it's
takedown.
scary. Bro, can we just talk about how he literally broke this man's jaw?
Fast too. I mean,
That's fucking insane. And everyone was like, oh, I think some people were quick to be like, oh, he quit immediately. It's like, no. He heard a pop.
yeah.
He felt the pop and was like,
Well,
I
'cause you
just
could
can't
see
imagine
it,
that
even
happening
when they
to
did
the Reaper.
replay, you could see his jaw being like pulled into it. Like it just looked bad. Like it just didn't look like a right angle. And even when I watched it live, I was like, something happened. I was like, there's just no, because he tapped instantly. I was like, there's just no way. Because I thought it was going to be like a scramble. You know, he's going to have no arm in. He's going to try to survive, and they're going to go to second round. That's what I thought the whole time.
Tale now as old as time. You give up your back to the fucking grappler and then just, you know, the rear naked or something. No, I get it, dude. Or like a neck crank. Because, you know, Dustin got caught with the neck crank too.
Painful, bro.
That's almost as worse. Like worse. I feel like arguably worse than getting choked out. Because at least you're like losing breath and you know what that's like, right? But the fucking pain that you feel with your neck being cranked or your chin being pushed
I've had my
back.
face like cranked before, and what it feels like, at least for me, it felt like my eyes were gonna pop out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it felt bad, and I still didn't tap. I was like, I'm not tapping. I was like, I'm not tapping. And
Like,
they gave up because I was like, my skull is stronger. I didn't know
it's also, yeah, dude. To be fair, it's just not the good.
But see, that's the thing though, is that this was when I got it. It was around my skull, so it was a little different. Versus when it's your jaw, it's only
Jesus
pinned
Christ
from fucking right here. You
I'm
know
just
what I mean?
thinking about
different.
the photo, and I'm just like,
It was bad. Yeah.
oh, dude, I feel so bad for Robert Whittaker too, because I'm just like, all of my picks lost.
Yeah, all of my favorite fighter. I mean, they just lost. Yeah.
Just really disappointing. The highest highs and the lowest lows. Loving this sport, truly. But like, you know what's cool? Like in some weird way, when you're a fan, even though one of your fighters loses, you still have a lot of respect for the opponent because you're like, damn, bro, my dude ain't no chump.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he ain't no chump. He's a bad motherfucker, and you definitely proved to be the winner. Obviously, and it's very impressive. I'm shutting the fuck up. Give him the title shot after Strickland. Honestly, might as well.
Might go above Strickland, to be honest. I would rather see that.
I
the
think,
thing is with Strickland, to me, that kind of irritates me. This is just me as well, but like, just this whole like
persona of violence.
Fight. Yes, and then he goes out there to teep. I'm like, bro,
jab.
I'm like, bro, that
doesn't
Paulo
throw
Costa
down
fight,
to like the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. That Paulo Costa fight could have been a banger, and it just wasn't. It just was. I'm gonna teep you. I'm gonna leg kick you. I'm gonna jab you.
Oh my god! You know what it was?
What?
I feel like it was just a slightly better version of Yoel versus Stylebender.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I totally agree. But see, also, I think it's just like
that's not saying a lot though.
This whole thing of like, I don't need the belt. I don't need the belt, and then now he's like, I want the belt. It's like, well, that was like part of your whole thing.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
why
like,
people liked you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, I want to fucking have the belt. And it's like, I'm only gonna fight for the belt. It's like, well, then that's not who you were then. I don't know. Anyways, slight Strickland rant.
I mean, I can't argue against that. Those are very valid criticisms. I definitely feel the same way. I still think Duplessis is gonna win though. Honestly,
against who?
Against Strickland, because it already got announced for like January. I do think Hamzat deserves the title shot. Yeah. Let him come over to the U.S. or wherever.
Make weight. You better fucking make weight. Honestly, I think they should get a backup for that fight as well.
For Hamzat and Duplessis or Strickland?
Yeah, no, for either one, honestly. But anyone that Hamzat is attached to, they should have an automatic backup.
I think they do. I think they've learned their lesson.
I would hope they do. Because he's had too many issues when it comes to cutting weight.
Yeah, dude, it's been. Yeah, I don't even have anything to say, dude. Because it's hard to say that there wasn't any time bought for him when it feels that way, especially being overseas. I don't know, man, but it definitely doesn't look good. Yeah, and it's not good. And if you want to be, because it's also like, dude, if it's so fucking hard for you to make middleweight too, just there's no harm in going into light heavyweight. Why not just test yourself there? If it's like actually impeding on your health and your performance. This is why a part of me didn't like Max coming back down to 145. Did you remember when he beat Justin Gaethje? I remember vividly telling you I don't like the idea of him going back down. But I did say I just doubted him. Made literally after we witnessed one of the most iconic UFC moments of all time. So anytime I've slightly doubted Max, he's come out on top. So anything he wants. But man, it's just, if it's not healthy for you, go up.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's it.
But also when it comes to Hamza, I just feel like I'm like, are you fully doing it the correct way? I feel like.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a good
Because he was
point.
in a lower weight class than what he was just at, and you know what I mean. Like you would think
Yeah.
it should be easier. You know, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, are you doing it correctly? Are you timing it out properly? Like
Mhm.
that's the only thing I would question, honestly.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're not wrong. It's
So,
just,
so we're just getting the main event with the band-aid off. My
yeah.
boy got knocked the fuck out.
Oh,
He got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, he had a great game plan, I will say.
yeah.
Going fucking, keep the oblique kick.
Some of those oblique kicks look like they were
Yeah, they
bothering
hurt.
Ilya,
It looked like they hurt,
which is
and
good.
also I think part of Toporia's. Also, I want to praise myself a little bit. Our fucking video of top 10 strikers in the UFC a couple months ago aged very well. I had Ilya literally one notch below Max. I'm just saying. I want to highlight.
Mine did not.
Yeah, he did not. He had Max's number one. I just want to
Mine
have my
did
back.
not. I can
But,
admit that recency bias was a huge thing, and honestly, I didn't see it go this way.
I did talk about in that one. Ilya's became like one of my favorite fighters. It's just that I liked Max more. I was like, I went back and watched all of Ilya's fights. I was like, dude, this dude's a beast. This fight's gonna be great.
Yeah, dude.
And I just wanted Max to win more. That's all it was. I'm not even mad that Ilya won. I just wanted Max to win more. And I think he had a pretty good game plan. But I think Ilya really laid in the fucking leg kick to his inner leg and made him switch southpaw. And I think he wanted that because as soon as he did, within that round, he landed a fucking straight right hand on the bridge of the nose. And prior to that point, he was throwing a lot of more hooks than he was doing straights.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted that from Max. I think he wanted to go southpaw because we all know Max can fight from both, but he's definitely 100% better in orthodox than he is southpaw. But he could do southpaw. And I think he wanted that and exploited that, caught him. And then after that, Max, I just think he just didn't get his bearings. Like, I don't think he thought he was as rocked as he was. Because as soon as I saw him throw the knee, I was like, you should have thrown the knee. You should have just pivoted out and then rotate. But he went for the knee, and then he immediately got cocked with a left hook, and then he was down. As soon as I saw his knee come up, I was like, you shouldn't have done that. Your equilibrium is off, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that it has to do with a little bit of, like, he's never been that hurt before, I think. Because, like, he's been stunned, but he's never been like, oh, my God, he's going to go out. Like, it's the whole time I was like, ah! I was, like, literally like, ah! It's like, dude, I know his power.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God. I was, like, literally flinching, bro. My heart was pounding. I mean, it was entertaining. I did think Ilya won all the rounds, though. Just barely.
Yeah,
barely.
I can agree. Those were very close competitive rounds. If there's an argument to be made for like a 10, 9.5, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be a very accurate depiction of how the rounds went up until the big hook. I'm just not okay, honestly, because that fucking sucks, dude. Because when someone's chin is cracked like that, man,
Now he didn't get slept as bad as Volk did, though.
I'm afraid and excited for the bounce back, because Max is one of those fighters, Mr. Bounce Back, you know, like Dustin, you know, these types of blood and guts warriors, the Gaethjes, you know, and it does make it more interesting for his next fight. I hope he stays at lightweight. I think that's the best thing for him.
Yeah.
And to Ilya,
dude, I think he's gonna rule. I really do. I don't think anyone's beating.
Do you know how badly he hurt me, dude? I was like, for a brief second, I was like, I can't let you do that. I can't let that slide. It's my turn. It's my turn. Stop ducking me,
dude. So here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like when certain things like this happen, there's like a point where I'm like, am I too invested? Because it hurts
your soul.
It hurts
bro.
so bad. I'm like, am I too invested? I'm like, no, I'm just a great fan.
Yeah,
My bad.
dude.
It sucks, dude.
It's so different being a combat sports, like a diehard combat sports fan. Because again, like the highest highs and the lowest lows.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I mean, Max is the best example of that, coming off of UFC 300, and then now this, you're just like, dude. And also, is the BMF
Dustin.
cursed, bro?
And Dustin too, remember?
Yeah, and Dustin. But
Dustin
dude, is BMF
won.
cursed? Every winner has gotten knocked out. Is it cursed, bro?
But also, the Jorge one, he didn't get knocked out until the rematch.
No, what I'm saying
So it
is,
was like one.
but everyone that has won it from this point has gotten brutally knocked out. Yes or no?
Yeah, but also everyone.
Yes or no?
Oh, hold on. Yes, hold on. But everyone that's won it has also lost before.
True, but it's the knockout part that I'm focusing on here.
I know.
That's where I'm like, is it kind of cursed?
See, okay, hear me out too. It could be, but also in my mind, I
Because
think,
the Madden curse is a real thing.
huh?
Okay, so on every cover of Madden NFL, anyone that's on that cover, something bad will just happen.
Isn't it like the UFC cover too?
I think it is actually,
Yeah.
yeah, because fucking Alessandria and Jorge were on that one. They both lost.
Yeah.
Volk was on this one and he lost, and then Shevchenko, I believe, is on UFC 5.
Yeah.
She lost.
Yeah.
And she just won her belt back, but she did lose. So it's like,
These curses, bro.
is it EA games? I have no idea. Maybe.
What the twist?
What a twist.
Yeah, man. It sucks. It sucks seeing one of your favorite fighters go down like that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things about being a bad motherfucker and being eligible about him is that you're willing to go down on your shield. Because, like I said, we know these fighters that have fought for the BMF are fucking do or die, bro. Like, let's not forget Diaz was in there, bro. Like, he's definitely one of those do or die fighters, too. These are just a different type of breed that the B for BMF I think stands for like bounce back, honestly, because like they always come back.
Yeah.
They're just bad motherfuckers, bro, and they earn that shit. And these are always gonna be more like casual, friendly fights.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yes. Like anyone, you could jump in and be like, oh, I've seen that guy before.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Oh, this is gonna be a war. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's marketed that way, and everyone sees it that way as well. So
Just the way we should see it, honestly.
because you
Ilia's
don't
so
want
good.
you don't want like Khabib coming back for a BMF. You're like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Also, Khabib is not the GOAT. Ilya is already more of a GOAT than he is.
That's an interesting take.
Is he not? Look at the names he's beat to get where he is now. He's already more of a GOAT. Max is already more of a GOAT. You know, he's just irrelevant.
I was like, I haven't even brought. Do you see how he did it to himself this time? I swear he told me the other day that he knew Khabib was the GOAT and he couldn't deny it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I remember
hate
that so
Khabib.
vividly.
Anyways,
Islam better?
yeah, he is better for sure. Better
Yeah.
boxing, better on stand up. I think he has a different takedown style, but I think I think Islam is just better.
How do you think
overall.
Ilya versus Islam would go?
That's actually a great fight. I just don't think it would happen just because I don't think Islam would be like. I feel like he'd be like, you haven't cleared the division like how I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I think Ilya is gonna rule. I do think, but you still got like Diego Lopez, and he.
You want to see that Lopez fight?
I do want to
huh?
see Lopez. I like Lopez a lot, and I think Lopez would lose, and yeah, I think he would actually.
To Ilya?
Yeah, I think Ilya would beat the shit out of him
Strike-
actually.
striker,
But I think it would be a
clean striker.
war. I think it'd be good, but I think overall he would succumb to
The
just
scrambles
power.
would be insane too.
Yeah, I think the power is just the big difference in that weight class
Well,
because it's like who
yes.
else has that power? Him
Yeah.
and Josh Emmett.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ilya does have power too, but I think the thing that makes him more dangerous.
He can
is
go
the
anywhere.
Yeah.
He's a black belt.
Oh yeah, not just that, but I think the IQ he has,
Mhm.
the like he is so precise and like he threw some mean body shots that I heard when he was fighting Max, bro.
Mhm.
You remember that he threw like a left hook to the body? I fucking heard that
Yeah.
shit, dude. I was just like, he's so precise and smart, and he's the perfect, like the type of fighter that just gathers the like high IQ.
Yeah.
You know, he's so good.
And I think that's a big part of why I think he's gonna rule. I mean, do you not think he's gonna rule? Because I'm sorry, I do not want to see him fight Volk. I don't. Volk's coming off of 2 bad knockouts. He needs somewhat of a bounce back before just going in the highest level of degree of difficulty. You know what I mean? Like it's just. I don't want. I mean, I'm not even the biggest Volk fan, but I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think he's gonna get slept again if they fight again.
Well, Ilya hasn't fought me, okay?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And as soon as the bell rings, I'm just pulling out a gun. Shooting his fucking leg.
Jesus.
How dare he do that to my boy Max? He's ducking me.
Yeah.
And then when I meet him, I'm gonna be so nice. Would he be like, "Oh, hi, big fan," which is crazy to think about. You know, he's your age.
Yeah, he is my age.
That's insane. You ever look at someone like that and you're like, "Fucking A, bro."
Yeah,
You know what I'm
no, I
saying?
don't know.
But I'm also like, Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. Ilya is so fucking good. I'm
Yeah,
just
he's really good.
amazed
Yeah.
by what a year he's had. And also, I can eat my own words. He does very much seem to be like the cameras are on. When the cameras are on, he's kind of like this super. He's kind of like a character.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it for
But I
the
don't
promotion.
think it's cringy though.
I don't think it's cringy either.
Yeah. It's not like
Someone was calling him like a Conor McGregor ripoff.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think so
I
either.
think he's doing more of his own thing.
Yeah, but he's also adding like a Latin spin to it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, because like
honestly,
no one from like that's able to speak Spanish has ever done really that good in the UFC, to be honest.
yeah, he speaks it really good too.
Yeah. And like also I think another part of why this fight didn't happen immediately after UFC 300 is I think he wanted to learn English. It's like, dude, he's way like in the press conference, everything he was speaking in pretty fluent English for someone that's
Hasn't he always, dude? I've seen interviews of him.
no, but I mean, it's like like having like way better cohesive sentences. Yeah, like I could talk a little bit, but not like how we are. I swear to God, he did not talk like that, especially for like the Josh Emmett fight or even leading up to Volkanovski.
I think I remember all of those things, dude.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong, mate.
I
Look
don't
it up
think
right
so.
Look it up right now. Little bitch.
Such a fucking drama queen.
I don't even know what UFC it is.
See,
It was like UFC. I think it was
why
UFC
don't you just
2.
type
I think
Ilya interview?
I can never spell his name correctly.
It's the easiest fucking name to spell, Richard.
Diboria. Yeah, we just saw our boy get.
Ah!
He's just on the canvas. God damn it,
Dude, I do like his red and gold trunks. Those are fire, bro.
Yeah.
And it matches well with the gold. Fuck, and he knocks Max out in the Hawaiian shorts.
Yeah.
God damn it. Not okay.
But look at it for when he was going up with against Volk. I swear to God, he did not speak that good of English. Or even the Josh Emmett fight.
This is Volkanovski.
No, that's the newest one, you idiot.
That's 298, dummy. That's 8 months ago when he won the title.
Okay. I swear I said 8 minutes ago.
Wix
It
gives you
8
the
months
freedom
ago,
to tell
sir.
your story. With it.
Ladies and gentlemen, UFC
Who the last knockout too?
But guess what? The only person you need to achieve anything in this life is yourself. Just trust
He's
yourself.
speaking pretty fluently to me.
But I'm talking about like trash talk wise with someone. You
I don't
idiot.
think so.
I
I
do.
think you're wrong.
I don't think I'm
Again.
wrong. I think I'm right. Anyways, I think it's a good time to end the episode. We're just going on a weird tangent now.
Yeah.